by the sound of violence.
I think the interesting thing about this fight is that it's going to be one where Jędrzejczyk is not going to be being pressured. It's that she's going to be. It's going to be one of the ones where she has to come forward, and we haven't necessarily seen that all that much in her UFC career.
We saw it in her last fight.
Yeah, exactly. Is that Jdrzejczyk really likes people to come on to her. That didn't sound right.
Cut that. Cut that right now. Phil, I wasn't even thinking of it. I think you just indicted yourself as a creep. I didn't even think of it. I'm such a good, pure boy. You are a fucking sex freak. You're a pervert.
They all do, I tell you.
All right, everybody, we are back.
Yeah, we are.
If you hear click-clacking in the background, that's my dog Seamus freaking out. But we are not here to talk about... Go ahead.
Yeah. No, never mind.
Well, we're not here to talk about my dog Seamus, even though he really wants us to, and he's giving me the dirtiest look right now. But we are actually here to talk about our picks for this upcoming UFC Tampa card tonight, which I'm pretty fucking hyped about.
Yeah, I didn't really look at it beforehand, but there's some good fights on there.
For sure. It should be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be dope. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to get into it too deeply, since number one, we don't have time, and number two, we don't have time. But there are a ton of fucking fights, just some stuff to keep an eye on. Evidently the Ryzen card last night, there was about 44 minutes of fighting and about 160 minutes of intermissions, which is a fucking brutal, like 3-1 on intermissions, so... That sounds fucking brutal, especially for the middle of the night. Seamus, you're not going outside right now, bud. It's not a thing that's going to happen. But there are some fights happening over in Milan. I know Melvin Manhoof is fighting. Alessio Sakara. Basically anybody Italian is fighting. Rafael Carvalho is fighting Vadim Nemkov. That should be dope. So there's some stuff to keep an eye out for on the Bellator card. But again, since it's tape delayed... Fucking who cares, mostly. And then tonight is the one championship card with DJ on it. DJ is fighting Danny Kingad for the title. Also, Angela Lee is fighting. I'm not going to butcher the woman's name who she's fighting. I'll go with Zhang, but that's probably wrong. Maybe Jinan Zhang. I know I'm saying that wrong. Dude, it's not happening right now. Christian Lee is also fighting on that card, who's Angela Lee's brother, so there's some stuff to keep an eye out for sure. And then there's a second one championship card in the middle of the morning, I want to say. However, that one, from what I heard, I think Front Row Brian said it's $10 and should be pretty good. But I don't know about one being behind a paywall. So, Chris, you want to go ahead and start off this breakdown of this UFC Tampa card while I let this goddamn dog outside?
Yeah. So first we have a women's strawweight bout, between Lauren Mueller Lauren Mueller and JJ Aldridge. Last time we saw Lauren Mueller, who has a record of 5-2. She is unfortunately on a current 2-fight skid. We saw her last April 13th, where she had a decision loss to Polyana Mateo, something like that. Polyana Bottles, whatever. JJ Aldridge, the last time we saw her, she got damn near killed by Macy Barber, which was a competitive fight at first.
I don't know about that. She was lighting Macy Barber up.
No, that's what I meant.
First, yeah.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, it was a competitive fight, but then she died.
Yeah,
But it's a competitive fight either way.
Down, yeah. But the beginning of that
Yeah.
thing, she was fucking lighting her up. Also, shouts to Shawnee
Oh,
Podcast who dropped in chat and is shouting out Sheamus for life. You already know Sheamus for life. As a matter of fact, in the description of the episode on, I don't know, some podcast players, because evidently podcast players are all fucking ridiculous and no one can have a generalized format. But that painting of Sheamus down in the description is the truth. Anyway, back to the card.
So, I know Lauren Mueller can take a lot of damage. She's very game and tough. But she just can't compete with Aldrich, at least in the stand-up, I don't think, in this fight.
For sure. The stand-up's going to be trouble. It's a matter of whether or not she can get Aldrich to the ground, I think.
Yeah, just kind of weather that storm and, like you just said, take it to the ground. But I think I'm going to go with Aldrich in this one.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on it. I'm not exactly sure which way I'm going to... I still don't know which way I'm going. I absolutely think Aldrich is going to walk forward and piece her up with 1-2s pretty consistently. Aldrich is pretty good at not crashing the distance too much and at least keeping enough of a range to where she can at least frame off and get some distance. But Mueller's really good at just gutting through stuff and eventually working to the back. And Mueller's outside kickboxing is pretty solid as well. Also, she is Alliance affiliated and has
true.
Angie in her corner, which always makes it a hard pick for me. I'm going to go the full homer pick. I'm going to go Mueller via decision, but not confident. I would not be surprised to see J.J. Aldrich walk her down with 1-2s and leg kicks. So we'll see.
And I have Aldrich by decision. The odds on this, Aldrich is a -169 to a +141 favorite.
Yeah.
The next fight we have on this card is at men's middleweight with Italian fighter, the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori, going up against American fighter Andrew Jdrzejczyk Sanchez. Last time we saw Marvin Vettori, he had a good, solid performance against Cesar Fajeda, which was... I mean, yeah, like it was a good performance. Didn't really expect him to look that good, but I think he's kind of rounding that corner. Maybe we'll see. Andrew Sanchez, however, he fought early this year. He's supposed to fight David Branch. Okay, on numerous occasions, and then so Marvin Vettori. Okay, so they're supposed to fight last month, and they just moved to this month.
Right.
Andrew Sanchez is on a 2-fight win streak. Grappler versus kickboxer, really? I mean, for the most part, I guess they describe it. I know Vettori's not afraid to get in the clinch as well. He has some pretty violent knees.
Yeah, I mean, he just likes making shit scrappy. He had that fight with Adesanya where he just made it dirty as shit and just got real ugly with it and kind of got in his face. Yeah, I mean... Coming off a win over Cesar Fajeda, I gotta go Marvin Vettori. That's a strong win. He had the split decision against Izzy where he definitely gave Izzy some problems. And then before that, he had the draw with Omari Akhmedov. His whole fucking run has been strong as shit. His only 2 losses are to Israel Adesanya and Shoeface. That's a
yeah. In hindsight, he's looking fucking good right now, and I gotta go with Vettori as well.
Yeah.
And then we go with him via decision.
Yep. I think he's just going to make it ugly and grind him out.
Let's see. Let me load up. I'll give you the odds in a second.
I got to imagine Vittori's a slight to mild favorite, like 150.
Yeah, Vettori. Okay. -435 to a +3.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but it still seems really wide.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Excuse me. The next fight we have is a men's welterweight bout between Miguel Baeza, interesting nickname, Caramel Thunder. Okay, 7-0, going up against Mexican fighter Hector Aldana or Aldana. Might just be. I think it's just Aldana.
It's Aldana. There's no thing over the end.
Yeah, I can't remember what the fuck
it's
that's
not
called.
an Inye.
Yeah. Last time we saw Miguel Baeza, this is his UFC debut.
Yep.
So, Well, he was on the contender series, but
Yeah, he's coming off Contender Series win where he looked good. It was a scrappy fight, but he looked good. He dropped dude, I think twice super bad. I know he dropped him once early.
And Hector Aldana is on a 3-fight losing streak.
Yeah, to some
But he only has
solid,
6 pro fights though.
Yeah, some solid competition too. With the Kenan Song and Laureano Staropoli. Both those are, in retrospect, both those dudes have been looking pretty good. So
Yeah, I think God damn it. I can't even stay awake for this. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to go Aldana on this one. Like the decision.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go Baeza. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Baeza decision, but I don't feel good about it. Mostly, I just think I don't know where Aldana is at this point, and Baeza I at least know will throw some big shots and will at least stay busy. And Aldana got pieced up pretty fucking bad against Staropoli, from what I remember, or maybe it was the Song fight. I know he got blasted in both of those, from what I remember. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Baeza, but dude's still pretty green as far as how in front of the lights competition. So I'm always nervous with Contender Series guys because I don't know whether the Contender Series guys that they just gave a random dude to beat up, or whether they're a Contender Series dude who actually has an underrated.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point. That's kind of how most of those guys.
A lot of those have been just kind of like shit kickings that were planned from the beginning.
And the odds for those who are curious or care, Baeza is a -250 to a +201 favorite over Hector Aldana. Take that.
I don't get why that would be that wide. I mean, he's definitely gonna have the speed advantage, but he's still pretty green.
Next up, we have a men's bantamweight bout between Andre Ewell going up against Marlon Chito Vera, one of the Sound of Violence's favorite fighters.
One of everybody's favorite fighters. How do you not love some Chito Vera? Dude's just dope.
Always brings it. Last time we saw Andre Ewell, he went to unanimous decision victory over your favorite creative fighter in the UFC game, Anderson Dos Santos. Last time we saw Marlon Chito Vera, he won via rear naked choke over Nolene Hernandez. I got to go Chito Vera on this. I know Andre Ewell looked pretty fucking good too.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked really good in his last 2 fights, the Frankie Saenz fight and the...
He got submitted. Okay, he got submitted by Nathaniel Wood, but Nathaniel Wood's a very good prospect at bantamweight.
Yeah, I mean, Nathaniel Wood... To go to the 3rd round with Nathaniel Wood is pretty goddamn impressive, considering that dude is just a tough fucking out.
Yeah, I still got to go Chito.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
I go decision.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going submission.
That's probably smart. Club
Fuck it.
sub.
Sub round 2, Chito Vera.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I know I'm not taking him in the 1st round because Chito, unless he gets hit enough in the 1st round that he turns it on in the 1st round. Yeah, I'm going Chito. Probably club and sub 2nd. Yeah.
It's funny to say club and sub. Somebody is that a sandwich at Subway? Let's see. You know what I mean, though?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's like, wait, I don't. The odds on this, you can clearly
Chito's
tell how
gotta be a
focused
big
I am.
favorite, right?
He's a -161 to a +134. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, to be fair, he does get beat up in the 1st round every time, so I'm not surprised.
Next up, we have an intriguing fight at men's flyweight.
Maybe? I don't know. What's this actually contracted at?
Which is also the terrible irony in this division is that Henry Cejudo, the king of cringe, whatever you want to call him, is like, oh, I want to be the savior of flyweight. Fuck that division. I want to fight Dominic Cruz next. I want to only fight at bantamweight because I don't want to cut as much weight. It's like, dude, like, what's it going to be? Just get rid of the flyweight title?
Wow, this is a 25. So Elliott's cutting
see what
back
I mean?
down to 25.
It's just like, this is, I don't know. I
Weird.
like this fight, but at the same time, what the fuck?
I like the fight
Anyway.
a lot, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that division. I'm pretty sure they don't either.
Anyways, Davison Figueiredo is fighting Tim Elliott. Great fight. Last time we saw Davison Figueiredo, he won a unanimous decision over Alexandre Pantoja this past July. Last time we saw Tim Elliott, he defeated Mark De La Rosa with an anaconda choke. Oh, yeah, that was impressive. Wait, is this right? Last time Tim Elliott fought was fucking like...
Yeah, he's
2
been
years
off
ago?
forever because of injury.
Wow. I didn't even realize that. He's been gone for like almost 2 fucking years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Now I'm just thinking...
I can't believe that DJ fight was in 2016. That does not seem that long ago.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, what the fuck? Just like shattered my universe.
I
I'm trying to
know.
think now.
Shit, we were doing a podcast back when that DJ fight happened.
Yeah. I'm going Elliott. Fuck it.
Really?
I feel like he's...
guillotine.
I feel like...
So I feel like that's what that dude tries to go for every goddamn time.
No, I think it's gonna be a decision.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
I know some of the... I mean, ring rust affects some fighters. Some fighters don't believe in it. Just ask Dominic Cruz and Nate Diaz. They totally believe in ring rust. So go figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What you thinking?
I gotta take Figueiredo just because of the layoff alone.
Yeah.
Also, I think Figueiredo... Tim Elliott really likes jumping on guillotines, and getting stuck on the bottom a bunch of times against Figueiredo doesn't seem like a great plan. I also think Figueiredo is probably going to have more success on the feet, I would assume. I mean, he definitely has the reach advantage, I gotta imagine, right?
Yeah.
68. Actually, that's way closer than I thought it would have been. I guess he is pretty short. I guess Elliott has 2 inches on Figueiredo, but Figueiredo has the longer reach, barely. I just don't know what to make of Tim Elliott, especially coming off of a pretty serious injury, where I think he fucked up something in his leg. I don't remember what it was. I want to say maybe he tore a calf or a quad or something fucked up. No, it was something worse than that. I forget exactly what it was, but the layoff makes me nervous, and Figueiredo's looked pretty solid. I mean, losing to Jussier Formiga by decision, no shame. So I gotta lean him in this by decision.
The odds in this fight: Figueiredo is a -167 to a +139 favorite over Tim Elliott. This next fight we have is a men's welterweight bout between Max Griffin and Alex Morono.
These are all,
Last
like,
time we saw
fun,
Max
scrappy
Griffin,
fucking fights.
yeah, I'm not complaining. Last time we saw Max Griffin, he had a majority decision win over Zelim Imadaev, if I'm saying that right, this past April. And Alex Morono, last time we saw him, he won via ground and pound over Zach Otto last March. A lot of these fights are tough to call, which is good. What do you think? I'm just probably just going to go with what you pick. Part of me is leaning Max Griffin. Those last couple fights, he's very hittable lately, too. I kind of feel like he's kind of keeping his guard down.
Fucking Max Payne Griffin as
But then that's, I guess, how he got his nickname, right? He can endure.
Man, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of both these dudes yet, especially at this point. Like, Max Griffin's definitely fought the higher level competition by far. And I think I gotta lean towards him. But this could be pretty telling for where both dudes are at this point in their career. Although Alex Morono is out of Fortis, which makes me nervous. I forgot he was with Fortis. Boy, that makes this interesting, actually. Because you got to figure for Morono to win this, he probably has to... I would imagine he's going to look to pot shot from distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
going either way on this. I guess
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Morono decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Griffin decision, but I really, with the Fortis affiliation, I really kind of want to go Morono. But I just feel like I've seen more consistent performances out of Griffin, which I don't know that I agree with that actually as I'm saying it out loud. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, take that as you will. The odds, Griffin's a minus 120 to a plus 100 favorite over Morono.
Yeah, it's really close.
Holy shit, there's still a lot of fights in this card. Okay, next up we have a lightweight bout between Thomas Gifford going up against Mike Beast Boy Davis. I don't know shit about this fight. This is Thomas Gifford's second UFC fight. For that, his debut, which was last April, he lost a decision to Roosevelt Roberts. Very presidential sounding name. Mike Davis.
He looks way different than you would think for a dude named Roosevelt Roberts.
And then Mike Davis, last time we saw him, he got submitted by Gilbert Burns, who has been on fire lately.
Yeah.
Since moving up to welterweight now. I think he's a welterweight now.
Yep.
I don't know who the fuck to pick in this. This is both their second appearance.
Yeah, they're both.
It's like a coin flip to me.
Yeah,
Hey, it looks like he beat up Chris Brown though. That's nice. I wish Chris Brown could get beat up by an MMA fight. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So,
I hear that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna lean towards Mike Davis just off of strength of show he's fought in. Oh Jesus! How long is fucking 2010 was his first fight? So Thomas Gifford, Jesus. Yeah. Oh Jesus. I don't know.
I'll go Gifford then. Fuck it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Gifford's got what 3 times as many fights.
Something like that. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, at least amateur too.
Oh yeah, that's not counting the amateur fights. So and he's been fighting since 2010. Yeah, I'm gonna go Davis via what does Davis normally win by? Bunch of random shit. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go Davis via decision, but I don't know. I did not watch tape study on this one, so this is 100% a blind pick for me.
Yeah, I've done zero tape study too. Yeah. The odds, Mike Davis is a minus 313 to a plus 251 of Thomas Gifford. Okay.
Checks out.
Take that as you will. This next fight is heavyweight? Light heavyweight.
Yep.
Between Ryan Superman Spann. Yeah, nice tattoo, bro. You and fucking, what's his face?
Steven
Peterson. Should be homies. Going up against Devin Brown Bear Clark.
Every time I hear Devin Brown Bear Clark, I just picture Dan Tom doing the impression of his dad yelling in the corner, which is Go listen to the I think it's Protect Your Neck 152 that he just put out. Fucking, you could even just listen to the clip at the end where he reads off his picks. It's his impression of that dude's dad is it's almost questionable, but it's so goddamn funny. Anyway. Yeah, this is another fight that
I'm
should
gonna
be
go
fun
with,
as hell. I'm not real confident either way.
I'm gonna go with Devin Clark because he beat Darko Stochik, who was Mr. Baby Eater, and that guy looked like he was on definitely all natural.
Yeah, Super Daddy.
Yeah, yes. Brought to you by Natural Light.
That's right. Nah, that shit's brought to you by that shit's brought to you by Natural Ice, bro.
I thought you were gonna say Fulton and Rourke. I'm like, maybe that's
fucking Fulton and Rourke.
Yeah, I'm going
Clark.
Devin Clark. Yeah.
Decision.
Yeah.
I'm going Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann has definitely fought more notable competition as of late. Well, that's not necessarily true. He's fought bigger. Well, actually, they fought pretty similar dudes. I don't know. I've been pretty impressed with them. The fucking Lil Nog fight does nothing for me because that was always going to happen. But the Luis Enrique win is notable. I don't... His run has been pretty solid since his loss on Contender Series the first time to Carl Roberson. I do worry a little bit, but he is out of Fortis, which I think means he's probably just going to work behind a jab. Because Fortis fighters are great at working behind a jab and throwing calf kicks. I think that's going to, especially as of late, I feel like Safe has really got really strong behind just getting dudes to work behind a jab and throw calf kicks, and it's been fucking up a lot of fighters. And I feel like if Ryan Spann works that, it could pay off pretty quickly in this fight. So I'm going to lean that way. I'm going to go Ryan Spann via decision, but Devin Clark could absolutely come out and put on a performance in this one.
Yeah, so
I imagine the odds are pretty close on this too. I would think.
Yeah, the odds are Spann is a minus 169 to a plus 139 over Clark. Take that as you will.
That's a little wider than I thought they would be.
This next fight is a men's light heavyweight bout, I would imagine, unless Eric Anders is going down to middleweight, which I don't think he is. He's pretty big.
He might be back at middleweight. Let me see. It looks like it's a middleweight. Here, I got the weigh-ins right here. Spann. Yep, Eric Anders 186, Gerald Meerschaert 184.5.
Okay. Yeah, so anyways, sorry, my train of thought is fucked right now. Eric Anders. Going back down to middleweight. Yeah, boy. Or as Uncle Hinach called me, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Going up against Gerald Meerschaert, who's looked real good late. Well, his last performance,
fight,
he looked really fucking
really good.
Eric Anders, Eric Andre, whatever we call him here. He knocked some dude the fuck out in like the first round, which is cool. He knocked out a guy who you think would be in ancient Rome with that name.
Vinicius Mahira is also the dude who I talked about 2 weeks ago, where he hasn't thrown a fight. He's thrown like 3 punches in like 4 fights.
I would say he hasn't thrown a fight. Like I hope he's not throwing fights.
It's about as close
unless he's in affiliation with Ali Abdullah Sleaze.
People were like, "Oh shit, Paul Craig fucked this dude up." You're like, "Yeah, have you watched his fights? He just kind of walks forward and either desperately dives on legs or just eats punches to the face or throws naked kicks."
Yeah, I don't think Gerald Meerschaert's gonna be doing that, and I kind of am leaning towards him.
I mean, to be fair, his 3 losses are Kevin Holland, Jack Hermanson, and Thiago Santos. That's a fucking... And Sam Alvey.
Yeah, I'm going Meerschaert because I kind of generally don't want to favor someone going down in weight. Because it's like, your chin's not getting better.
True. He was kind of getting manhandled. Well, actually, yeah, well, Khalil. But Khalil's fucking huge.
Oh, Bangkok ready, Khalil?
Yeah. Yeah. He was not Hio ready, Khalil. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yeah. This is a hard fight for me to pick. If I feel like I should be picking Eric Anders. If this was right after the Lyoto fight, I would be picking Eric Anders for sure. The run against Khalil Roundtree, Thiago Santos, and Elias Theodoro make me a little nervous. But a lot of those dudes are outside kickboxers. I don't know that Gerald Meerschaert's going to be able to play that game long enough to get a decision like that. And I don't know that he's going to be able to out-scramble Eric Anders and just, like, get on top of him enough to necessarily win a decision like that either. Damn. I guess I'm taking Anders by decision, but
I'll just go Meerschaert by decision. Fuck it.
It's not a bad pick. I could definitely see it.
And I will tell you the odds, and I'll be right back because I don't want to shit my pants.
Wow.
If I'm being blunt about it. Let's see. So, Anders, ya boy, is a minus 137 favorite to a plus 114 over Meerschaert. And I'm going to definitely go Meerschaert in the fucking toilet right now. So, I'll be right back.
There's got to be a better way to go about that.
I know, right? Sorry. So, I'll be right back.
He's not sorry. Don't let him lie to you.
I'm not.
I'm gonna mute him just to be safe. Fucking nobody needs that in their life. Luis Pena and Matt Frivola is up next. I'm fucking hyped for this fight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Both these dudes have looked super impressive. Matt Frivola, 7-1-1, is coming off the win over Jalen Turner, who was another giant-ass featherweight. They're featherweights, right? Or are they lightweights? He moved up. I forget Pena moved up. But yeah, another giant-ass dude for that weight class. So he's used to long guys, especially Jalen Turner, like a long kickboxer. I think a lot of this is going to come down to the grappling, though, considering how goddamn dominant Luis Pena looked in his last couple fights on the ground. Man, the Steven Peterson and the Matt Wyman fights, like, just so fucking dominant on top. And just absolutely just pushing a crazy pace on dudes. Frivola, though, is absolutely willing to hang in a crazy fight. That fucking Polo Reyes fight was wild as shit up until he got caught. The Lando Venata fights are always insane. And then Jalen Turner, he was able to take apart pretty handily. I'm leaning Pena pretty hard on this one, though. Just, I don't know that Frivola is going to be able to keep Pena off him, both in the clinch and in scrambles. And Pena is a big fucking dude, and he's been looking stronger and stronger, especially at 155. And being out of AKA. I know Frivola is out of Gracie, Tampa South. Actually, if you guys want to hear a good interview with Matt Frivola, I know Bill Welker from MMA on the Rocks actually just did a interview with him where they were hanging out at the gym, I believe, and went over that stuff. So that's a good one for sure. But as much as I like Matt Frivola, I also like Violent Bob Ross a whole bunch too. But I'm gonna have to go Luis Pena. Probably by decision. Matt Frivola is super fucking tough, and I don't know that Pena's gonna be able to consistently put enough damage on him to get a stoppage. I think if it does come, it probably comes in the clinch from knees. But I think Frivola is going to be scrambly enough that they'll at least keep changing positions. And Luis Pena is the kind of guy who I forget who was talking about it. Maybe it was the MMA Vivisection, or maybe I think it was Vivisection. I could be messing it up though. It might have been between rounds, but I know somebody in their breakdown was saying that Luis Pena will kind of just he'll fight wherever the fight goes. He doesn't necessarily, at least at this point in his career, he's not necessarily taking it to a specific area. So yeah, I'm gonna take Pena via decision, probably with a lot of top control, and Frivola definitely had the most success at distance. I just think he's going to have trouble not crashing into Luis Pena and ending up in the clinch or in scrambles. So, yeah, I'm going Pena decision. We will get Chris's pick when he gets back, but I will just keep on moving on. Actually, you know what? I can talk about, we already talked about Ryzen. I can talk about PFL last night. PFL was actually pretty good last night, despite the fact that Ali Abdelaziz decided to assault Malki Kawa in the back less than 24 hours after telling John Morgan he's not going to fight other managers anymore, which is fucking insane. But yeah, PFL 7, it was pretty good. David Michaud and Glyco Franca had a crazy fucking fight. Ray Cooper III was originally supposed to fight, God, what's his name? Magomed Karamov, but who beat Chris Curtis in the first round. But then Magomed Karamov evidently was throwing up in the back, so Chris Curtis ended up, after retiring, coming back out to fight Ray Cooper III for a chance at the finals. But then Chris Curtis got knocked the fuck out super goddamn bad, which is like fucking, there's no free rides in MMA. Everything turns out sad. It always ends up sad no matter what you do. Dude was this close to retiring. He was so close. And they're like, the MMA gods are like, hey bro, do you want to just take head trauma one more time though? Just like, one more time. Also, I did appreciate that Ray Cooper III advanced in a tournament, even though he got a fucking draw. This is now both Bellator and PFL who have advanced people on a goddamn draw, which is insane. At least for Ray Cooper III, it was a draw where it was a majority draw, so technically he did get one more card than the other guy. But still, it's kind of fucking insane. Larissa Pacheco got the unanimous decision over Sarah Kaufman, clipping her with jabs in the first round. Kaufman was doing pretty well in the second, but just kept getting eaten up by jabs on the outside. And, Pacheco now gets the final shot against Kayla Harrison, who, shocking, armbarred Bobby Joe, however you say her last name, to get that win. So, there's Pacheco versus Kayla Harrison in the final. Should be pretty tight. Chris is back. I was randomly talking about a bunch of PFL and stuff while you were gone. So.
Oh, nice. Kayla Harrison gonna or no, she already fought, right?
Yeah. Crazy shocker. She armbarred some girl who was 5-1.
Oh, there you go.
Shocking, I know. To be fair, her original opponent dropped out, but still. Ali Abdelaziz got to make that money, though. Let's see. Who do you have in the Luis Pena versus Matt Frivola fight?
I got Luis Pena because he's way too big for that weight class.
Yeah, even for 55, yeah.
He really should be a welterweight, but
he's huge. Do you have a method on that?
Decision, because Frivola is
tough as
very
shit.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My take as well.
Okay,
Cool.
the odds real quick, unless you already gave them.
Nope.
Pena is a minus 175 to a plus 146.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Next up, we have the biggest surprise, and that I learned that Big Mac made weight.
She did.
Yeah.
Made weight. I believe it was on Anakin Florian. Maybe it was Anakin Florian? That doesn't sound right. Some podcast this week said that they saw Dern at ADCC, and she was looking in way better shape. Which was
Yeah, I
that
feel
would've
like
been last week
she
or
even
week
slimmed
before.
down even more, or she just slimmed down in general. That's, good for her. She
Yeah.
just had a kid like 4 months ago.
Yeah. She is.
So yeah, hey, whatever she did to change up, just like her dieting, her weight cutting, good for her.
Yeah.
She's insanely talented, and
Good to
I
see her
think,
making weight.
yeah, and unfortunately for Amanda Ribas, she's probably going to get submitted, or Ribas is getting submitted. But imagine,
Yeah.
I don't see how else this goes.
Rebus she looked good in her last fight. I just don't know. It's going to be hard for her to keep Mackenzie Dern off of her.
Yeah.
And submitting Emily Whitmire, while impressive, is not. It doesn't say enough about your grappling that I can just, in your second fight in the UFC, take you to beat Mackenzie Dern. She does have a win via punches, to be fair. So, theoretically, Ribas could absolutely maybe land something, but I don't know. Mackenzie Dern's giant overhand right to plowing into you seems to work pretty goddamn well on just about everybody. Especially,
That's true.
Especially on
Wasn't it
ABC.
I was going to say ABC was like, oh, Mackenzie Dern's stand-up is terrible.
And
I'm
then she
way
got
better
bombed
boxer.
on in the face and then club and subbed.
Yeah, pot, meat, kettle.
Man, that's a tough one for sure.
So wait, so she's no longer Big Mac, right? Is she now Mac Salad? I don't know. You can't really diet at McDonald's.
No.
Nah, it just doesn't roll off the tongue like Big Mac. She's still Big Mac.
Yeah, I'll workshop it. Oh, she's Big Mac. She just has a Little Mac now.
She's Little Mac now, and she's Big Mac.
Little Mac actually works well, because I forgot Little Mac is...
Little Mac, she's Little Mac.
Yeah,
I like
Tyson's
Little Mac.
Punch Out. It's totally
Thank you. Yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch. Yeah, Little Mac, looking good.
Yeah. Also, apologies to Fernanda Praches, who is rightly pointing out that we are probably horrible human beings for even discussing it.
Oh, I am a piece of shit, so it's
To be
fine.
fair, I stopped following Mackenzie Dern before she was pregnant because I'm good.
I know. I
I'm
stopped
good on
following it,
I'm
before
good
that
on
too.
motivational posts in general.
Memes aside, the perfect one is the SpongeBob one. I'm a head out. That was me. So, yeah. Just like I did that with Marty Usman. I had to stop following that guy because every post is literally him sleeping with his belt, or dragging his belt on a private jet.
Yeah. All the fucking...
Yeah, aka the
scripted
Ali
ass.
effect. And I fucking hope to Christ that it doesn't happen to Justin Gaethje. So, theoretically, if he wins the title.
Yeah, I don't know. Let him
Please
go to
don't be
Tyson's
taking
ranch.
naps with your belt.
Let him go to Tyson's ranch a couple more times, and we'll see how much control Ali can get.
Oh, I just realized, who did Cejudo just call out? Oh, God
I
fucking
don't
damn
listen
it.
to
Oh,
that
he
dude
called
at
out
all anymore.
McNuggets. He called out McNuggets, and then he, in hilarious fashion, called out Vasily Lomachenko.
No,
Yeah.
I don't listen
Good
to
luck.
him talk anymore. I
No,
made that decision.
nor-
There's a couple people
I don't
who
give
I
him
just
peace
stopped
of mind.
listening to.
But I am right now, so I'm a liar.
There you go.
I guess I'm a compulsive liar now. Anyways, moving on, since I don't have much time.
Yeah, Mackenzie
let's
Dern,
see.
what round did you have on that?
Round 2.
Second?
Sub.
Yeah, I'm probably going Dern sub in the first. Just because I don't know that Amanda Hughes is big enough to keep Mackenzie Dern off of her. I think that's going to be a fucking problem. This next fight is great. It's fucking super mean matchmaking, but it's a great fight.
I'll let you do this, but real quick, the odds minus 149, Little Mac over 125 of Rebus.
Figure that would have been wider, but I get it.
And I'll let you go ahead and preview this fight.
I mean, I don't really have much of a take aside from Jesus Christ. Can they not give James Vick a break? Like, good God.
Yeah, it's like, so, hey, buddy, good job going up to welterweight, something you should have done a long time ago.
Yeah, now we're going to give you a giant puncher.
Good luck.
Yeah, we're going to give you a huge puncher.
Let's give you someone who can knock you the fuck out again.
We'll give you someone whose entire game plan is the exact reason you keep losing is because his game plan is just to walk people down and throw giant punches, which is fucking something James Vick has a lot of trouble with. I think if this gets to the ground, he has a huge advantage, though.
Nike Pearce is very violent, and it still reminds me of one of my favorite knockouts. I'll say this right now. Nike Pearce is winning this via violent knockout, and I think it's going to be reminiscent of when Justin Gaethje was one of those snow speeders and made James Vick look like a fucking AT, just collapsing.
Yeah.
So that's what it literally looked like. That he was just like he just fell. It was great. Not great for James Vick, but
yeah.
We'll see.
If James Vick can get to the ground, I think it becomes a completely different fight. I think he will handily dismantle.
The
ground.
100%.
I just don't know that James Vick is going to push that game plan. Also, if James Vick gets into the clinch, I think he probably fucks Nico Price up in the clinch unless he gets caught with the giant overhand in the clinch. James Vick has multiple ways of winning this fight. I don't have enough faith in him not getting walked down and smashed with an overhand while he's trying to pull back. So I got to go Nico Price for that reason by probably TKO second, but I don't feel confident at all. James Vick has way more ways to win. I just don't know that he will actually implement any of those ways.
Yeah.
Also, I heard rumors he's no longer with Team Lloyd Irvin.
That's fantastic news.
I don't know
That's
that.
really
I'm not
good.
positive, though, because
If that's true.
I heard that's what Between Rounds was saying. I'm not positive, though. But
That's big if true.
Yeah.
And that's fine. So please, I hope that's true. Because then I'll like James Vick again.
He'd be much more likable, that's for sure.
Yeah. The odds on this, Nike Pearce minus 147 over a plus 123 of James Vick. Moving along, we have a men's featherweight bout between I'm not going to disrespect him. Cub Swanson going up against Crone Gracie.
Ice Cream Crown.
Yes. Last time we saw. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I kind of have to disrespect him now. Last time we saw Mr. Gatekeeper Cub Swanson, he's lost his last 4 in a row, but to all killers. So he's just kind of like, I don't know what you want to call him. I like Cub Swanson a lot.
Yeah. He's had a tough run for sure. And he's definitely, he's been around for a long fucking time. But
yeah, his last bout was very scrappy. Split decision to Shane Burgos. Before that, he got submitted by Renato Moicano. Before that, he went to decision and lost to Frankie Edgar. And before that, he got choked out by Brian Ortega with a standing guillotine, which was very impressive. Other than that,
3 of those losses are like pretty understandable.
I'll let you discuss. I don't know. I can't imagine Crone Gracie has good stand up at all.
No, he's got Hoist Gracie stand up.
So I think, fuck it, dude. I'm going Cub Swanson knockout. Why not?
Yeah, I am too, actually.
Yeah, why not?
If Chrome
Fuck it.
Gracie can get this to the ground, I think he
It's
absolutely
over.
takes it.
Yeah, so
Or if he can get into the clinch and snatch neck, I think he could probably take it that way too.
yeah, so another big if true. We'll see.
Exactly. And I just got to lean Cub TKO in the first. Just because I just think
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
I think he's gonna smash him with calf kicks, and I think he's gonna bomb on him with hooks. And it's just a matter of can Crone duck a hook and get in on the inside and get him down with a trip. If not, even if Crone can like go Damian Maya and go for a takedown, even if he fails on it, try and pull guard and work from there. I think he has a pretty decent chance. But yeah, I have not seen enough from Chrome Gracie stand up that I'm at all confident that he can hang with a dude like Cub, who is a seasoned striker. So, yeah.
is Cub still with the snake oil salesman Sam Calavita and all that, or is he like
I
gone?
think he left that team, but don't quote me on that because I'm not positive.
So I remember Cub was in San Diego for I think his last fight. Which is cool.
Yeah, and I know he's been like he's been bouncing around a bit. So I'm not sure.
That reminds me too. I saw T.J. Dillashaw. I mean, obviously that dude's still suspended for a while, but what did he say? He said in the interview that he says I'm still the champion at 135.
He is trying to come for Chris Weidman's title of King of the Mist like a motherfucker, as a UGS Robinson style. Actually, the headliner this week is also the head of that class as well.
I have to give it to TJ though. He's very good at being on the nose and making fun of himself. And at his latest thing, it's not like spices that he still does or barbecue shit. He does smoothies or drinks, but it's literally called clean juice.
I saw that. Yeah,
got hand to him.
Terrible.
It's stupid as fuck, but I mean the guy can make fun of himself. So
for sure. What method did you have on that one?
Oh, for Cub, knockout round one.
Yeah.
And the odds on that, wow, okay.
I'm not surprised because everybody's super high on Crone.
Crone Gracie minus 208 to plus 171. Okay.
It's good money on Cub.
And this brings us to the main event of the evening. And I already know who I think is going to win, but I'm not going to disrespect both of them. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, former strawweight champion, going up against Michelle Waterson. I got JJ via knockout. I'm just trying to figure out which round. What do you think?
Fourth. But yeah, same thing.
Fourth.
She's too big for Michelle Waterson, and her striking is too well-rounded for Michelle Waterson. I believe it was Phil McKenzie this week. No, was it Phil McKenzie or was it Connor Rebush? One of them, I think it was Phil McKenzie, said it's a Jackson Wink fighter versus a striker. So I'm going to take the striker.
Yeah.
I just think I would have for sure taken JJ TKO earlier in her career. But at this point, I'm not confident enough in JJ to just pour it on early. But Michelle Waterson, I don't think she can just stay at range and try and throw kicks, which is really all she's going to have going for her. That and like a darting straight every once in a while. And then trip takedowns, which I don't think are going to work well against JJ, who has a huge size advantage, and I would argue probably the better wrestling.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah. So,
also,
I think if Michelle gets stuck in the clinch, she's fucks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go round 3, Joanna, TKO.
Yeah. I just think Michelle is going to get a lot of the kicks followed back with straight shots, and JJ's just going to piece her apart. Especially once JJ starts landing the jab, and if JJ decides to kick the legs, I think that's going to be a huge fucking advantage. If she just starts chopping her down early, I think that's absolutely the way to win. And ATT, I am positive Mike Brown has talked to her about throwing calf kicks against Michelle Waterson. There's no fucking way that hasn't been a big part of this game plan.
No, yeah, that's 100% happening.
Yeah, so I gotta lean JJ. Cool, man. Well, this is a fun ass card. I'm sure the odds on this are weird because of JJ's weight stuff.
Yeah, JJ is minus 370 right now to plus 283 over Waterson. What time does this card start?
2 p.m. I want to say.
Like prelims?
I think so. Let me look. Go to grabakahitman.wordpress.com.
Not trying to watch
That's
Super
fucking
Fight Series right now,
resource.
UFC Fight Pass.
Yep. Prelims start at 2. Main card starts at 5. Also, the Glory Super Fight
5
Series
p.m.
is pretty
Pacific,
good.
8 Eastern. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm going to be watching all kinds of goddamn MMA today. Probably for like the next, I don't know, 12, well, longer than that. Next 15 hours or so. While I edit this show and get it out to y'all. But this should be a fun-ass card and just a crazy weekend of MMA in general.
And, next week we have Dominic Reyes and Chris Weidman's debut at 205. Hopefully for the Chris, it goes a lot better than what happened to Luke Rockhold. Or Luke Knocked Cold. I don't fucking know what you call him now.
It can't go much worse. Well,
and also, one last thing before I go. Happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
Happy birthday to Chris's mom.
Other than that, I got nothing left for y'all. I am very hungover again for the second day in a row, which I haven't done in a long time, but, cheers to that, right?
Sometimes you gotta do it.
That explains why I'm extremely jittery right now, because I'm all caffeine the fuck out.
Hey, me too. I've been drinking the only good energy drink, this fucking Rockstar Lemonade shit, and some coffee, so I'm jacked.
Oh, I was going to say, it's all about bang.
It's not all about
No,
bang.
it's not.
That
Bang is like
drink
liquid
terrible.
cocaine. Don't drink bang.
The fucking
don't drink
unicorn
bang.
one,
That's
it's
literally
so
liquid
bad.
cocaine. It's gross.
Also, I'd like to say shouts out to the UFC for booking Jillian Robertson and Lauren Mueller back-to-back weeks, because I can never fucking tell them apart. I always confuse them in my head, and I really appreciate you booking them back-to-back. It's super helping.
Jillian Robertson has like red hair though, right?
Yeah, Jillian Robertson's
the red hair?
Yeah, the one with dyed red hair from ATT. Lauren Mueller's the one from... I think it's because they're on the same season of Contender Series that I mix them up.
And that's why.
But, man, yeah, I do it every fucking time. So, shouts out to the UFC for fucking me on that. But, should be a fun card, though. And Jeremy Stevens, Jair Rodriguez is next weekend.
Ooh.
That's a co-main.
Let's hope Jair doesn't literally try to rake out his eyes again.
That's right. And there's only a 5-fight main card because one of those fights are dead to me. So, on that note, we will keep on moving on. You can.
It's gonna be funny, by the way, and I still think Jeremy Stevens is sending Yair's head into the stratosphere next week. But if that happens, and I think it will, I hope in Jeremy's post-fight thing, he'll be like, "Oh, Yair, you just got knocked the fuck out. You're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life."
I just hope no one yells faggot next week. That's my one goal for next week.
I hope no one yells that either, because that's like, what year is it, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
We need fucking high school.
Well, yeah, we are. Did you not see all the tip jokes this week? We're obviously in high school.
Oh, yeah, we are. Thank you for clarifying that.
On that note, we are going to duck out of here before we say anything else horrific. But you guys can find us, as always, thesoundofviolence.com. If you guys are listening on a podcast player and it does not, all the links and everything I put in the description don't work, I've started adding a link at the top of the description that goes to the website, where it's just a list of all the links. So if you're trying to find a specific show or anything, it'll be a link to the website, and that works way better, because some fucking podcast players just decide to break shit up weirdly. Well, I'm looking at you, shit like Player FM, fucking stuff that isn't Podcast Addict.
Oh, that's the worst. I like Player FM, but that shit, their
descriptions are terrible. It works for like 6 lines, and then it just goes to hell because our descriptions are ridiculous. So anyway,
and by the way, before I get the fuck out of here, if we had a title for the name of our show this week, it'd have to be Banned in China. So that's what I got, because one last time, fuck you, China, and fuck you, Winnie the Pooh looking motherfucker. So
yeah, no, China can eat all the dicks.
All of
with that. Yeah. Cool. Well, on that note, you guys can subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That helps us out. Also, if you hit the alert, it'll let you know when we go live, because our schedule has been up in the fucking air. So it's a good way to get notified, since we don't know when we're going to go live half the time. So It's probably the way to go about it. And we'll be back next week. So till then, everybody, go listen to some dope podcasts. Go to MMApodcast.com. They'll have a ton of suggestions for you. And shouts out to that jet that's coming for me. I guess we should go. So until next time, everybody, go do something decadent. We out. Late.
Liked by the sound of violence.